Everyone.
Hari,
Thanks for
hold on. Your voice is breaking. Me voice break
voice.
అవుతుందా లేదంటే even my voice is breaking? Is my voice
I
clear?
think I can. Yeah,
No,
I can
both are
hear you.
clear,
Okay.
Andy.
Oh,
Both are
okay.
clear.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Hello, Andy. Good morning, everyone. I know this is a Sunday morning. Many of you, either had breakfast or tea, coffee, whatever. Thanks for joining, and you will not be disappointed with the session. మీ అందరికీ ఏంటంటే అనిల్ గారు many of you know either in some form of doing directly business with him or somewhere you might have met him or heard about him. Last year kuda manamu we did one session with Anil garu. That was like one of the most big hit session for Atmiya community. And this is also one of the most requested session from many folks, both from entrepreneurs as well as from high net worth individuals. They have been asking, this is a tax season, can we have something related to that? And many people, I didn't even have to really ask for who is the person. They themselves suggested Anil garu is the right person for this. And he has a business, AG Fintax, agfintax.com. He's been doing this business, for several years. He's like super popular, not only in Seattle, but everywhere. He has represented many sessions in, ITSER as well as several other things. The noteworthy thing is like in the top 20 CEOs recognized and also very, well-known or contributing his things back into the Forbes list, where he is also one of the panelists related to the spend tax related stuff. Apart from that, the most important thing about him is like super approachable. Although there's like so many people, so many clients around him, if you text him, he's like almost there in a minute or 2 minutes. He kind of get back to you. That's a unique trait about him. And we'll talk more about like later on how to kind of reach out to him, how to sign up his newsletter and all that towards the end of the session. But I think for now, Anil garu, welcome, and I'll hand it over to you. We are like super excited to have you in this Atmiya session.
Sure. So thank you very much, Hari garu, for such a great introduction on a very Sunday morning. So actually, I slept at 4 o'clock today. It was a dull, but I think your introduction was great to wake me up. Thank you. Good. So, and very good morning, everyone. First of all, I should say thanks to Atmiya for this great opportunity, and thanks to Vijay and Hari also for coordinating with me and organizing this session. Atmiya, I have been following Atmiya, and you guys are doing a lot of great activities, and you always want to support the community by spreading the information and knowledge. And today also I am here definitely to share my knowledge with the community. So let's get into the topic. So today, actually, initially when the first request I received from Atmiya group for this session, one of the major thing which we want to focus today is ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit. If you are a business owner, there are some time-sensitive decisions you might need to take if you have not yet filed ERC. So I would be focusing more on that first initially for the first few slides, because those are the time sensitive. There is a new legislation saying that after 31st of January, you cannot avail ERC, Employee Retention Tax Credit. So I know everyone may not be a business owner, but if you are a business owner and if you have external employees, then this is a very time sensitive decision which you should take, because you have a couple of days. So I will be focusing on that. And if you are already if you're already a business owner and if you already applied for ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit, there are a lot of new clarifications are also given, which I'm going to cover in the first few slides. Then I will get into the taxes. So we are trying to do 2 sessions with Atmiya group. the first one today, I will try to cover on some basics thing. And again, maybe in 1 month to 45 days, we want to have one more session where it will be a real-time reminder. We would be doing one more session in the next 1 month to 45 days. We will be doing a bit more detail again on the taxes. So let's go into one topic, one. Okay. So whatever I am sharing, I'm only just sharing my knowledge with my community, and most of the information may be generic. It means it may be applicable, it might not be applicable for you. So we strongly recommend you to work with your an accountant or CPA before even optimizing or utilizing any of these strategies. So otherwise, at least talk to me one-on-one or with my team to get a clarifications before you implement any of the strategies. And as Hari said, most of you are familiar with me. If not, so this is a very brief background about me. I am Anil Grandhi. I am the CEO for Grandhi Fintech CEOs, CPS, INC, and also AZ Fintechs. I have a solid 20 years of experience in the core account finance and tax fields, and I have been serving as a Forbes Finance Council member for the last few years. I have read a lot of articles, not only on the Forbes and on many other media, and also I work for Amazon, Starbucks, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and Sen Edison. I was based out of Seattle, but right now we started our offices in Dallas, and we are also starting offices in New Jersey also. But still, we have licenses to do businesses in the entire 50 states. We have clients in almost in every state, and we are one of the biggest Desi CPA firm in the whole US with the 75 employees, with many CPAs, COO, directors, accounting director, tax director, and we are giving every effort to deliver all our services from the US itself. So even we have a small back office to support us on the data entry is in the India. So, and based on your location, we will be assigning our team members for every client. We will be assigning one dedicated point of contact. So you will be working with that person only. So to maintain the consistency, that is how as Hari said, how you are managing so many clients. With this is how we manage, because I worked for big corporates. I'm very good at training and coordination and designing the systems and processes. So that's how we are managing. We are at 75 employees at this point. And I have read a lot of articles. So you can just Google search about me to find more about my detail about me. You will find at least few hundreds of pages about me, about my articles, my awards, rewards, and also other things. So as I said, the first let's work on employee retention tax credit. Next few slides are only for the business owners. So otherwise, if you're not a business owner, just give us 5 minutes. I'll cover this ERTC because this is very time sensitive. And so the first if you are not yet familiar with employee retention tax credit, just this is a very small brief background. During the year 2020, during the COVID time, our government has taken some initiatives to support business owners. If you remember, they offered PPP, employee retention tax credits, restaurant revitalization funds, and EADL loans. And today we are focusing about only ERC in the next couple of slides, because it may be ending by January 31st. So we are just a couple of days more to end up this. So one of the objective why ERC was introduced by government is to support the employers so that they can retain their employees. So this is their objective. Initially in year 2020, when they introduced, they said, if you applied for PPP or PPP1 or PPP2, you are not eligible for ERC. But later they changed the act. You can avail ERC, employee retention tax credits, if you are eligible, even though you received PPP1 or PPP2 or EADL loans also. And if your business was down because of the COVID in the year 2020 or in the 2021, you may be eligible to get this employee retention tax credit. If your business was down by 50% in the year 2020, you can get $5,000 per employee for that year. If you are if you're in the year 2021, if the business was down by 20% compared to the 2019, quarter on quarter basis, Q1 19 versus Q1 21, Q2 Q2, Q3 Q3. Like that, if your business was down by at least 20%, you may be eligible to get $7,000 tax credit for every employee you have. Example, if you are running an IT company, you have 100 employees. Imagine how much money you are going to get. $700,000 free money from the government per quarter if your business was down by at least 20%. And if you have not yet applied, this is a golden opportunity. This is one of the last COVID supported initiatives government are still having for the business owners. So there is a new legislation passed to stop this ERTC completely. And you may be eligible to get this tax credit. Either the first option is reduction in the gross receipts. The second option is there is a government order to shut down your business fully or partially during COVID time. So if your business was maybe because if you are running a restaurant, if the business was closed, so definitely you are eligible to get this tax credit. And if you're running a grocery store, if you're running an IT company, there are different rules are there. I am not going through in detail because here we have a lot of non-business owners also. If anyone has a lot of questions, feel free to ping me. I'm happy to answer. And if you started business in the year 2020, after February 15, 2020, and if the revenue for the year 2020 was less than $1 million, then also you may be eligible to get ERC every quarter 50,000 up to $50,000. So these are the golden nuggets. And but unfortunately, because of some loopholes in the system, there were a lot of marketing spammers were evolved in the last couple of years, and they encouraged a lot of business owners to file for employee retention tax credit even though they are not eligible. That is wrong. It's a fraud. So IRS started taking some steps to stop these frauds. So this is one of the major reason why IRS is stopping this ERC. And IRS also introduced a withdrawal policy. That means you are a business owner, you availed employee retention tax credit, but you are not eligible. So what is to be done? So IRS said, come on. So then I'm sorry. So then IRS said, if you are already received money, if you already applied but not yet received money, IRS is asking you to submit a form to withdraw your application. Don't move forward. Otherwise, if they may be doing an audit for all these ERC recipients unnecessarily to avoid interest and penalties, criminal charges, civil penalties, IRS is asking you, if you are not eligible, but if you already applied, please withdraw your application. If you already received money, then IRS is saying that we are launching a new program, voluntary disclosure program. What it says, we have to withdraw, you have to repay your ERC money, whatever money you received, and you have to submit for an application to repay the money by March 22nd, 2024. So I know many business owners received ERC money even though they are not eligible, which is not acceptable. So what IRS says now is, okay, you already got the money, at least only pay me 80%, 20% keep it with you. Please pay me back 80%. So we will not trouble you. So that is what IRS is saying. And you have, and if you don't have the money to repay, IRS is also giving an installment payment plan. So very important. And if you already applied, already received money, these are the conditions you should know. If you have not yet applied, if you are thinking, shall I apply or not, please apply is what I say. If you are eligible, because after January 31st, even you can, even you feel guilty or whether even you feel bad, nothing can be done if you have not yet applied. We don't have much time. Before January 31st, the application has to go to IRS. If anyone has any questions on eligibility checks or anything, I'm very much happy to help you. And I'm very much happy to help you and guide you, mentor you in and serve you on filing this employee retention tax credits. So, and and the last point on employee retention tax credit, it's solely an application to withdraw, but they if you want to withdraw your application or if you want to repay the money, it is not a straightforward. You need to submit to the ERC to the IRS. IRS will review your application and decide whether are they approving your withdrawal request or not. So there is a process involved. So it's not a straightforward, it's not an auto approval. So you have to submit an application and you need to wait for the approval for the withdrawal. But if you want to claim the original money, if you have not even applied, please submit by January 31st. It's only just a couple of days. Then that's what about the employee retention tax credits. I speed up very fast because I do notice a lot of non-business owners. So I don't want to kill everyone's time. So, but if anyone wants a bit more detailed, I can talk even for 1 hour only on employee retention tax credits. I'm happy to answer if anyone has any questions. So now let's get into the
Anil garu,
Yes, sir.
one question. This Ram Prakash Nakka. Thank you, Atmiya. Thank you, Anil garu, for coming and explaining